Alright, guys, what's up? My name is Atul, and we're going to be talking about Avatar 1 and Avatar 2 today. I really enjoy the Avatar series. My all time favorite movie of all time is Avatar, hands down. I'm one of the Avatar stans. I'm into every Avatar group, Avatar comic. You know how it is. But yeah, let's get this right off the bat. Graphically, Avatar 2 is insane. The underwater scenes are insane. The animals are insane. The creatures are insane. The effects they added are insane. Graphically, Avatar 1 was more prettier than Avatar 2, where they prioritized making the models of Jake and Neytiri to look more pretty aesthetically, versus where they were more prioritizing the models to look realistic in water. There are a couple of shots where Loak is handling the animal and you can see the water splashing on his hand. Where I feel like these where a lot of big YouTubers have done an analysis on it with VFX artists, and they were like shocked at how they were able to create this, but. They were able to do that with a mix of CGI and water movements inside a real tank, which I liked, which I found was amazing. The world building aspect of it is bigger and better this time. The first time, yeah, the world building was there, but it was the first time we saw Pandora, so we were shocked. I feel like we're missing that shock factor the second time we see Pandora and Jake. In terms of story, it was lacking. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was lacking. The first part, Avatar 1, had such a good story that it was so simple. Yeah, I get it. Wolves dances with the wolves. Pocahontas has done it, but James Cameron wanted to do it in space, and I feel like everything is a remix of everything. I don't know if you've watched the YouTube video where they explain that usually everything that is creative is just a remix of something that came before it. So I don't really think James Cameron should take offense in people calling Avatar 1 Pocahontas or Dances with the Wolves. But the story for the first one was very solid. I enjoyed it. The second one, it was a wishy-washy story. Um, real the bad guy comes back. They have to run away. A big major event happens. Like the tree falls down in the first one. The whale is killed on the second one. So major event happens. All the clans come out for war, and there's war, and then Quaritch lives or dies. It's this. It follows the same script, but again, it's a very thin plot. It was the Avatar 2 was more emotionally packed, but the story was very thin. Whereas the story was strong in Avatar 1, but it was less emotionally packed. But Avatar 2 is carried by its CG, which is very good. One of the most emotional scenes that I came across was where they killed the whale, and the marine biologist on the ship sort of has this very grim look on him. He's like, "Yeah, we just did that." So I found that very emotional. That was a very emotional scene. In terms of sci-fi and the genre, they put Avatar as a sci-fi movie. It is a sci-fi movie. It's on a different planet, but like the sci-fi aspect of it, where you were sitting inside this chamber, you're going to sleep, and you're waking up as an avatar, was missing entirely in the second part of the movie. Was missing entirely in Avatar 2. The sci-fi aspect of these cool new technologies are completely gone because we're basically in the water the whole time. So I feel like that was a big plot point that was missing, and not. I feel like that was a big part of the movie that made Avatar 1 what it is, the sci-fi hit. It is missing, and it's missing in part 2. So I feel like that could be improved upon. But yeah, other than that, the visuals are amazing. The story was a little bit thin, but it was good. But compared to the first one had a better story in my opinion. But the story was thin. The visuals were amazing, and I think that carries the movie. But other than that, I didn't really have a problem with a 3 hour runtime. I've watched series. I've sat down binge watched series for hours at a time, so it doesn't really matter. I heard they're gonna come out with a 9 hour cut of Avatar 4. That is something that I'm looking. That is something that I'm looking forward to as an Avatar stan. A 9 hour movie. Come on, guys, who wouldn't enjoy that? 9 hours. But other than that, yeah, it's a solid 8.8. It's a solid 8 to 8.5 out of 10 for me. The graphics are amazing. Story was a little bit thin, but it was still good. Yeah, you should go and give it a watch. Until next time.